Yo, what's happening, people? It's your boy Griggs. Welcome back to Griggs Talks, where we talk all things sports, where we talk all things United. And it's been almost a week since I last recorded. Obviously, you guys knew that. And I found a little bit of time today. Obviously, we just wrapped up on staffies. Make sure you guys go like all that kind of stuff. And make sure you like, share, subscribe as you join. And yeah, well, I was going to talk about yesterday's United game. I know we talked about on staffies, but I'm going to give a little bit more deeper analysis into my own thoughts on the game and stuff like that. And then also talk about all the latest news. Obviously, McTominay, the Sancho, Sterling, Chilwell shit that happened this afternoon. Because in a way, I'm not really seeing this shit live, this news live. I'm really literally just reacting to it as I get out of work and I see like the tweets and stuff like that, like my notifications. So, yeah. We're going to talk about all that kind of stuff. Big up Uthman, big up Anfield Drew, even though he had some horrid takes on Staffies. Staffy can't spell his own name. Big up TKA, big up JJ. And yeah, man, talk about the game. Obviously, United lost yesterday. Shocker. Wow, we lost the game. We need to end the early kickoff BS, bro. I've had enough of early kickoff. I don't want to see early kickoff ever again. I just want to play at a normal time. Because I clocked this 2 days ago when I saw a tweet. United play in a lone spot every single match day until match day 7. So we're the only game on TV at that time, which means they've set us up for my enemies to succeed. So the likes of TKA, so the likes of Anfield Drew can watch the game and just hit on United. Next week, obviously, we got the primetime Sunday slot against Liverpool. Then after that, when we come back from international break, I have to play Southampton at 7:30 in the morning. Bro, that's mad early. I'm not walking. I don't want to wake up at 7:30 to watch us play Southampton on my birthday weekend. Actually, it might be the weekend before. Anyway, though, we might actually play Europa League on my birthday. Oh, that is terrible. But anyway. Yeah, man, we're gonna talk about it. Obviously, Benito's ready for the Rashford slander. I will be doing kind of a monologue on Rashford. Please tell me, Greg. Huge Heart says, Greg, please tell me you thought we deserved something that game. Did we deserve? We probably did deserve a point. I'm not gonna lie, but at the end of the day, we can't blame anyone but ourselves for the result because all you have to do. When the clock hits 90+ minutes and you're either winning or you're drawing. If you're drawing, your goal is to at least leave with 1 point. That is the first priority. If you're winning 1-0, it's obviously leaving with 3 points. Under Erik Ten Hag, though, Manchester United have not grasped that concept. And it's been time after time after time when we cannot see out a game. And even in games that we win 1-0, the opposition will have this clear-cut chance that they don't put in the back of the net somehow, some way, and we escape. We don't know how to close games. And yes, there is a personnel issue, and our players sometimes lack critical IQ in critical situations. But it is also a coaching issue because it's happened so many times. And the coach has a big past, a specific moment in Champions League history where he cannot have his team see out a game. If you know what I'm talking about, it's the Champions League semifinal against Tottenham Hotspur when he was coaching Ajax. When you're up 3-0, when you're up 3-0, you have to be able to see out the game from that point. And he blew a lead to Tottenham Hotspur in Europe. For me, that's embarrassing. But nonetheless, it's not the case. But yeah, I thought United were okay yesterday. I thought the first 30 minutes were solid. We're compact. We really weren't letting Brighton get too many chances off. We were holding the ball well, but we just weren't doing anything with the ball. And one thing I hate in football is meaningless possession. Because if you're going to have the ball, you better do something with it. And United weren't. United kept passing back because they couldn't make the line-breaking pass. Part of the reason why is because we have like 6 attackers. Why do we need 6 players in the front in the front phase? Why? For me, that's disjointed. Then we have this fetish for dominating the ball down the left-hand side. We have a capable right winger now. Why are we not playing that way? So And obviously, I'm going to talk about more about that. Actually, let me talk about Rashford and get out the way because I know people want to hear my thoughts on Marcus Rashford. If you know me, you know I've been a big Marcus Rashford defender. I've laid my reputation on the line on this platform for Marcus Rashford. I've defended him against critics a lot of times, even critics from people I consider friends on this platform, right? At the end of the day, it's football. We debate. That's the beauty of sports. But I've defended him time and time after time after time. And last year, even though I was admitting last year that he was playing poor, I kept saying credit in the bank, coaching issue. But now, I'm not going to lie, I'm not one to baby someone. And in my opinion, if you're like, not defending Rashford, it's fine if you defend Rashford, but if you keep saying credit in the bank and all that kind of stuff, at that point, you're coddling him. You're babying him. He's a grown-ass man. He's 26, turning 27 in October. He's not a kid anymore in football terms. He's not Mainu. He's not Garnacho. He's not Ahmad. He's much older than them. He is the veteran in that attack. He is the oldest attacker at Manchester United. And he's the one that's playing them with the maturity of a 19-year-old. His body language is absolutely horrible. He's playing very timid. Like, his overall game hasn't been bad where he's, like, making mistake after mistake. But there's one thing that you guys have seen me criticize Sancho for a lot that I always keep mentioning is that Sancho plays at United with no confidence. He plays like he's scared to wear the shirt. And from the moment that you're scared to wear the shirt, you're not meant to be at Manchester United, which you're not meant for the prime. You're not meant for the pressure. And Marcus Rashford, at this current stage, the way that he's playing is not fit to start for Manchester United because he's playing scared. He has 0 shots this season. Not 0 shots on target, 0 shots. Now, how in the world have you been blessed with elite ball striking, which other wingers are jealous of? Raheem Sterling said to Marcus Rashford, brother, if I had your ball striking, I would never pass in my life. He can strike the ball like very few can. But he's scared to shoot. You're 27. How are you scared to shoot? 3 weeks ago against Betis in preseason, you was having fun. You missed 2 sitters against Man City, it happens. But the fact that you've let it control you and now you're scared to shoot, bro, I can't have you start like that. You're meant to be the gunman in this attack. You're meant to be the go-to option. You're the one the coach looks at to score the goals. You can't score a goal if you don't shoot. This is when he's meant to step up. This is when he's meant to be in his prime. Hudson-Odoi, who was meant to be washed and a Chelsea reject, is a miles better than him. Anthony Alenga, who we sold and our fan base ridiculed, is better than him at this current stage. There is no excuse for him to be performing like this. And it's one thing if he kept shooting and the shots weren't working and stuff like that. He's playing timid. I don't like timid wingers. It's one of my biggest pet peeves in football. It's why I don't rate the likes of Jack Grealish since he went to Man City. And Marcus Rashford right now is playing like a garbage version of Jack Grealish. Because he also doesn't have the attributes that Jack Grealish has to kind of balance out the lack of aggressiveness. And at the end of the day, I said this last year. I said this last summer probably was a good time for Manchester United to move from Marcus Rashford. They didn't do it. Time is ticking. And for me, Manchester United, in my opinion, have to move on from Marcus Rashford. I don't see a way for him to succeed anymore at this football club. I really don't. I really don't. United have a left-wing crisis as of this current moment. Garnacho is much better on the right. That is obviously clear. Marcus Rashford is MIA at this point. Who do we have on the left wing? This is an issue. This is a major issue. He has, bro. I can't believe I saw that yesterday. I realized he had 0 shots. 0. He has not shot the ball once. That's for me. That's embarrassing. That's absolutely embarrassing. That for me, there's no way back in my opinion. I will always respect. I'll always love Marcus Rashford. I always will wish the best for him and stuff like that. But this notion that he's United's best attacker, that's gotta stop. The notion that he's undroppable, that's gotta stop. The notion that he's the franchise player, that's gotta stop. And if I was Erik ten Hag, I would seriously consider benching him next week against Liverpool. Because I thought not getting called up to the Euros would be the wake-up call that he needed. And in the beginning of preseason, that's what it looked like. But then he missed 2 sitters against Man City, and all of a sudden, it's gone now. Like, all that hunger is just gone. Bro, that's just not good enough. And I understand, maybe, like, I said this last week, I said he lost his love for football. That's obvious. Bro, it's for me, it's a few things that have happened. I think the pressure of being the face of Manchester United has gotten to him, and he's crumbling under the pressure of it. That's obvious. Like, that's clearly obvious. Some people are not meant to be leaders. Some people are not meant to be the face and stuff like that. Marcus Rashford was never meant to be. United thrust him into that role, and he wasn't ready for it. And that's not his fault. That's more on United. But at the end of the day, as a guy that's been at the club and that also supports the club as a kid and as a fan, he should know that he has to do better. Like I said, people have to realize it. Marcus Rashford is our oldest attacker. He is the veteran of that attack. They look up to him. It's his face on the walls of Carrington. He's the story. That he's the worst of the lot. Right now, he's United's worst attacker as we currently speak. Because even Anthony, and you guys know my thoughts about Anthony. Anthony was on the pitch for like 5 minutes yesterday. Within 5 seconds, he actually created a chance. He went down the byline and he put it across. I'm seeing Anthony out show more hunger than you. That's not good enough. And another thing with Marcus Rashford is, it's no longer 2 years ago when no one could take your spot. I said Garnacho's not good enough on the left. I agree with that. He also has hunger in him. You have two wingers, and especially in Ahmad and Garnacho, that are young and hungry to be starters at Manchester United. They want their names. They want their faces on the wall. Especially Garnacho, because he's also a Carrington product. They want their face on the wall. And Garnacho, one thing Garnacho has that I always rate is his ego, the willingness that he wants to do. He wants to be the best. He will never give up no matter what. He misses a shot, he'll try it again 2 seconds later. Marcus Rashford needs that mentality. The mentality that he had as a kid to take all those guys' spots. He no longer has that. And from the moment that he no longer has that, in my opinion, he is a liability at Manchester United until he finds that hunger again. And maybe he finds that hunger again this season, and United will be a better team for it. But I can't depend on that. Because it's now been we're 18 months away. We're 18 months separated from that nice run of form post World Cup. That is a long time ago now. Football is a what have you done for me lately sport. And Marcus Rashford for me lately has not done anything. So why should I keep pushing for him to be a starter? Why should I do that? At that point, I'm just sacrificing myself for no reason. So, in my opinion, first of all, United definitely need a left winger. We're not going to get one on the market. It is what it is. But next summer, left wing needs to be a priority. And it needs to be an urgent priority, like ASAP. This is why I said we should have gone and signed Desiree Doué and said FFP hype. We'll worry about that later. We didn't do that. We all have concerns about the midfield, which I'll talk about soon enough. But we also have issues about left wing. Yeah, man. I don't have anything else I can say. Hopefully, I mean, I expect him to start against Liverpool, knowing Ten Hag. He needs to step up in that game. It's your local rivals. No, not local, but still, you know what I'm trying to say. It's the game that woke him up last time. Hopefully, he does it again. I don't know what to say. But, yeah, man. That's about it. Anyway, back to the game, though, other than Marcus Rashford. Midfield-wise, we have an issue, ladies and gentlemen. We have a midfield issue. There is no possible way on earth that United can field a balanced midfield three. It just can't happen. We don't have the personnel for it. Mount is our best player off the ball, but in possession, even though I thought he actually had a good game yesterday, Mount and Bruno can't start together. That's the first issue. Mainu and Bruno cannot start in the same midfield together. There's your second issue. How do you drop your? Then Ten Hag will not drop his captain, and you also can't drop your best midfielder. So what do? But if you drop Mason Mount, you're out of possession shape, goes to shit. And the one thing that makes you somewhat decent as a team is your press. But when you lose Mason Mount, your press is literally not even normal. It's just shit. So what happens? What do you do as a coach? You can't bench Mainu. He's your best midfielder. If Mainu gets benched, we're cooked. Because we have no one that can progress the ball. That midfield, there's no progression from the first phase. None of those guys can receive the ball in the half turn. That is the issue with United right now. The midfield is a major issue. I don't know what. Yeah, but I don't think he's ready for that against Prem Compton. Bro, Mainu needs to start. You can't bench Mainu. It just can't happen. You can't bench him. He's your best duel winner. He's everything. Right now, he's a one-weight. He's a one-man machine right now. But he won't drop Bruno because he's Bruno. I don't know what to do. I generally don't. I don't see a way out of this with Ten Hag. I really don't. It's Mount Casemiro hasn't looked too bad as the midfield. When Bruno dropped back into the 10 on Saturday, we struggled a lot in midfield. Also, we need to stop with. I'm not allowed, JJ. I know I love you, boy, and all that kind of stuff. But we need to stop with the Mainu that needs someone to do it. Mainu's doing all his dirty work right now. Mainu's doing his own dirty work right now. The thing with this Mainu partner stuff like that, people keep trying to talk about the specific. Mainu just needs two good midfielders around him. That's all he needs. That's literally all he needs. He just needs two good midfielders around him. And right now, United had not set him up with that. Yes, if Sekou Corner is legit, yeah, we have one of those. Awesome. Maybe when Jason Fitzgerald comes up, nice, calm. I don't know what to do for the midfield. I really don't. I've been trying to figure out ways to you have to drop Mainu or Bruno, but he won't do that. So how do you then? What? You're gonna invert your fullbacks. If you invert your fullbacks, you basically nullify your wingers because they both need an overlapping fullback. That's the issue. United have built a squad that is not balanced. Once again, I'm not blaming Ineos for that because they had a lot of shit to fix. A squad that was already imbalanced anyway. It was impossible to make it balanced in itself. And the window is not over yet, so sorry. What's it called? United still have time to. We're still gonna have to make a lot of signings and stuff like that. I wasn't expecting anything to be the finished product, all that kind of stuff. But when I hope Ineos have the priorities set straight in terms of signings for next summer. Like, we need another center back. We need a dominant left-footed center back, or just left center back. We need a left winger. We need another midfielder. We're gonna need a goalkeeper soon. It's like, bro, I just don't know, man. I just don't know. It's United. United just have a lot of issues. I expected it, but I tried to do the hopium and thought maybe that player quality would shine through, but nah, man. It's an issue. I'm not a hype. I've had enough of that guy too, man. Something about him just pisses me off. Bro, what? Oh. Don't want to kill me, man. I promise I have better in Carrington, man. I literally have better in Carrington. I have better in Carrington. I've lost faith in Lisandro Martinez. Should I feel guilty? No, you really shouldn't. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not saying Lisandro's a problem right now. He could end up being a problem. I do think that I think with Leach, I think Leach's stands go a little bit too over the top. And I love Leach, don't get it twisted. He changed my life on multiple occasions, but I also realize that there are several flaws to his game that are really hard to they're called. They're easy to they're easy to hide in the right system, but we don't play that kind of system. Like Argentina, they don't play this crazy high line, yada yada yada. Leach in a mid block, in a low to mid block looks fantastic, but in the high line where he has to step out, his athletic deficiency catches up to him, and he gets caught, and he doesn't have the running power to get back. That's the issue. It's his physical deficiencies, and I've always said this Ten Hag system requires three. I wish requires like 8 elite athletes. I'm not talking about footballing. I'm talking about like elite athletes. So Lenny Euro is a good start. You need a Collier type. You need a Mason Mount type. You need a Dallo type. Like, you need all these kind of guys. And it's no wonder why Dallo's our best player, because most consistent player, because he's a physical freak, bro. He's literally, his engine does not stop. That's the issue. I love Licha. I think he's fantastic on the ball. But at the end of the day, as a highline defender, he's not it. His ability to step out, yes, when it works, it looks amazing. But when it doesn't, brother, it is finito, papa. Because that second half, I mean, Maguire was the better center back, and he's the one that got hooked. So yeah, man, United have a lot of issues in multiple areas that are going to be very hard to fix until you get more of the right personnel in. But it's also this, bro. At the end of the day, I've said this about Ten Hag time after time after time. And I even said I would accept Ineos' decision. It is what it is. He's not good enough to coach Manchester United. He's just not. And yes, Ten Hag fans get on my case on Twitter. I've had to read about 5 tweets in the past 24 hours because of it. United fans that are really optimistic about Ten Hag cannot get onto the other side of the fan base that are still pessimistic about it. Because at the end of the day, we cannot forget what happened last year. We cannot. It's impossible. First of all, it just happened like 3 months ago. And second of all, it's just, bro, the guy has not done anything. Excuse me. Has not done anything to warrant my full backing. I can't give him my full backing. I said, yeah, I'll trust Ineos and we'll see what happens. But he has a very short leash with me because I remember what happened last year. I remember what happened in the last 4 months of the 22-23 season. We were not good. And I keep seeing key fundamental mistakes that he has not fixed and will not fix at United because he's not that type of coach. He doesn't prioritize his midfield unless Frankie De Jong. And this is what I've talked about Ten Hag. He needs this one specific player for a key component of a footballing team to be cohesive, he needs this one player. He needs for his build up to look good. He needs Leacha. For his press to look good, he needs Mason Mount. Why do you need these guys? You can't coach it for the other guys too. The best of coaches make everyone good, not just this one, bro. Because at that time, if it comes to that, then you're basically just literally relying on individual brilliance. That's literally it. Bro, I agree, bro. He's not turning around. I've already said it. I think Ten Hag's gone after this season. I don't think United will. Even if United gets top 4, I don't think the board will be happy enough. He needs to go. He needs to go. I don't like the way he coaches our rest defense. I don't like how we look at build up. I don't like how our attack looks. Yes, is our attack good? Not really. Could he maybe have had a better attack? Maybe. But that's also his issue because he spent 80 mil on Anthony. You made the sandwich. You're the one that signed off on Rashford getting $350K a week. You ended up signing on the Hoyland deal. You wanted Xerxes. It's on him. I don't like fans that keep saying it's the first year. It's not the first year. It's the third year. And the fact that it's the third year and I've had to set my expectations to top 4 is already an indictment on the manager and his ability to coach his team. Because for Ole, in the 3rd season, I said, you must contend for the title. Like, bro. I don't understand. I understand why fans want to be positive and stuff like that. I have no issue with that, bro. Be yourself. But you also can't get onto the other guys for it. And his cult are nasty. I don't like the Ten Hag cult, bro. I don't understand why he's the one that gets this kind of cult. What has he done for you? Is the Carabao and FA Cup really worth that much? Look at every other team. I don't rate Maresca, but his team scored 6 goals in the second ever Premier League match. We've yet to score 5. Home or away. Like, bro. I don't want to go on for too long, but yeah, man. I haven't even been talking about the match that much, to be honest. It's like, it's the same shit, bro. Yes, players shouldn't fall asleep at the back post. I agree with that. That's not only just a coaching issue. That's a player issue. That's fine. But it's repetitive patterns. And once something becomes repetitive, I look at the team. I look at the coach. But anyway, that's enough about the match, bro. We lost. Now on to Liverpool. Hopefully we win. I don't even care. I'm not even going to think about that game yet. Transfers, though. McTominay's on his way out to Napoli. I haven't really ever been McTominay's biggest fan, but he has stepped up on numerous occasions for Manchester United. Last season, when he was out his way, out the door, he stayed, and he did end up contributing to the club. He started in the FA Cup final, had a good shift. Obviously, we all remember that goal against City right before lockdown happened. That Europa League final performance against Villarreal, where he was the only good player on the pitch. And he's an academy kid at the end of the day, and he had a good career at United, bro. He really did. And obviously, wish him the best at Napoli. What it means now, though, is that Manuel Ugarte will be a Manchester United player, most likely. I've had to come to terms with the deal now. I can't do anything to really ignore it. He's going to be a United player. And I just have to hope that we get more of Sporting Ugarte than PSG Ugarte. That's literally all I can hope for. All I can hope for is that he's a good shin kicker and just get the ball to me and we'll worry about the rest later. I don't know what that is. the club that employed the club that employed King, Scholes, Carrick, Hargreaves, all these kind of ballers. We don't fall off, man. So yeah, I'm gonna be depending on Carrington to save me once again, but it is what it is when it comes to that. Yeah, United hype at the end of the day. But yeah, obviously once Ugarte gets it, here we go. Maybe if I have time, I'll do a video on it. If not, he's just gonna end up being here. It is what it is. Sancho deal. Obviously, Sancho on his way out to originally meant to be Juve, but now Chelsea are trying to get involved into the deal and try to give us players. They want to give us Sterling and Chilwell, who they're obviously trying to get off their books for Jadon Sancho. If United accept that, whoever accepts that deal needs to get fired. I'm gonna be real. I don't want to take Chelsea's throwaways and just get rid of Sancho like that. I'd rather just make money on Sancho and reinvest it into a forward. No disrespect to Raheem Sterling, he is a good Premier League player at the end of the day. And yes, his hunger maybe we need a left winger, but not at his age, not his wages. I just don't see it for me. And as for Ben Chilwell, if this club even thinks about going near Ben Chilwell, what the hell are we doing as a football club? No. Just not happening for me. I'd go to Juve and see what they can give us. The best I think Juve would offer us in terms of swap is probably Chiesa, which I would also say no to. And if I'm that at that point, I just take the money, whether it's straight up from Juve this year or it's a loan obligation and it's next season, just get the money. It does leave us light in attack, and I don't see United signing another attacker within the last 5 days of the window. I think that'll be very hard for them to do. And there's not really anyone in the academy that's really ready to break through now, which would worry me a little bit. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. And yeah, man, I think it's too early to make predictions and stuff like that. I don't know what's going to end up happening. But seeing how the other teams are playing in the Premier League, I think Chelsea looked decent today. I did see the XG numbers, by the way. They did score. Jose Sal was a hologram, and they also did look a little bit shaky defensively. So I think Chelsea will be a up and down team. I think Aston Villa have a great team. I really like that Morgan Rodgers kid. Spurs look good so far, but that's early season Spurs. I have to wait till November to see the real Spurs and see if they're legit or not. Arsenal and City are by far the two best teams in the league. Liverpool are also better than us. We're City United really fighting for that fourth spot. It's literally down to that. And as of this current moment, after watching United for 2 games, I'm not going to change my prediction because I'm not it is what it is. I'll stick to it. If United get top 4, we get top 4. Great. If we don't, we don't. It is what it is. United are going to have a lot of trouble this season, especially in away matches. By the way, we have a losing record in away matches under Erik Ten Hag. He has the worst GD through however many games he's coached since post-Fergie. Plus 14. Van Gaal, who played the worst football of all time, had double that. Like, what are we doing here? But yeah. Let me see. Thoughts on Ahmad's performance. I actually didn't really go into detailed specifics about players' performances. I thought Ahmad was okay. He wasn't great. The goal made up for a lot of what he did. I thought in the attack, he should have been more aggressive. He needs to believe in his ability more at the end of the day. I said this with Ahmad, bro. Ahmad can go as far as his confidence takes him. I think when he's aggressive, he'll be one of the best players in the team. Until that day, though, we'll always have shit like that, where he should have made that pass to Rashford. And he knows he can make that pass. But he did great for the goal. I'm not going to pile too much on Ahmad. Obviously, I know what happened Friday with his mom. May she rest in peace. So, yeah, man. It's literally it. He had that performance. He still showed that he's a game changer, though, so I appreciate that from him. I thought Bruno was dead from the second minute. He's not ready to. He's not 100% fit, and I'm not gonna lie. I would not start him against Liverpool, but that's just me. I thought Casemiro was okay. I thought Mainu was good. I think our fullbacks are our 2 best players right now in Mazraoui and Dalot. They look very solid. Mazraoui is going to be a fantastic signing for Manchester United. Absolute bargain. Center backs were both mid. Maguire for the first goal, Leach for the second goal. I don't understand how you can sub off Maguire for no reason to bring on De Ligt when Maguire was actually having a good second half. That makes no sense to me. Once again, this coach makes no sense half the time. And in-game management, bro. Ten Hag was poor. I thought Collier should have. I like the Rashford for Garnacho sub. I thought Rashford was the right person to come off the pitch. That's good. I wasn't even 100% mad at the Bruno from McTominay because Bruno had to get hooked. I don't understand why Collier did not see the pitch for the last 5-6 minutes of the game when he's probably your best ground eater. That's what I think. Yeah, man. I think the coaching again. He had good, somewhat decent subs, and like I said, bro, Mason Mount coming off is going to be cooked, man. It ruins our whole press. We did not press Brighton the same way. We could not get the ball off them the same way. So I have my concerns about that. But we're gonna learn more. We're gonna learn more about United as this season goes on. Right now we're seeing game by game what's happening. And right now, in my opinion, I think it's more about performances than results. I just want to see good performances, and performance was somewhat decent. And on another day, we win that game if that freaking Bruno pass to Xerxes happened on time. So it is what it is. Mason Mount injury concern. I think tonight is gonna be good, but we'll see. He's alive too. Oh, sorry guys, I'm so tired. He took Maguire off to bring up the Light's fitness. The Light's probably gonna start against Liverpool. I don't necessarily like that center back pairing against Liverpool, but we'll see. And yeah, man, United gotta do better. And we'll see what happens under this coach. But I have definitely not missed Manchester United football. I need to stop getting gas in preseason and just let preseason be preseason. Same way I do for other sports. Because God, bro, this team just sucks the life out of me. It really does. You think we win against Liverpool? I think we could. I'm not scared of Liverpool. If they beat me, they beat me. I don't really give a shit. You can clip this out. I don't care. I don't think Liverpool have been like anything. I haven't watched the highlights from this game, from their game against Brentford, but I'm just going off against what I saw against Ipswich. And I thought for 60 minutes they looked clueless until Trent Genius popped up. So we'll see. The fans are going to be amped up for it. The players are going to be amped up for it. I think Ten Hag will specifically be amped up for it, considering who's on the opposition coaching, who's the coach on the opposing team. So we'll see. JJ is right. The Liverpool do look better defensively. They look a lot more compact. So that will be an issue for a team that they literally can't create chances right now in Manchester United. Well, they can't create chances. They can't put them in the back of the net. So Old Trafford is going to have to rise again, the same way they did last year against Liverpool and carry us to victory. Right, this carry us to a point, and we'll see. But in my opinion, United need the 3 points. United need to get as many points as they can at home because this team will not win many games on the road. I can promise you that. So, yeah, we'll see about that. But I haven't really watched other Premier League games. I'm not gonna lie, so I can't even do like a recap analysis on that either. Like, Slot won't last. Trent already. They'll just let Trent leave. I promise you, they'll just keep Slot. Let's go. I watched the Chelsea highlights. All that. I saw City demolish Ipswich yesterday. First, I saw the Spurs demolish Everton. Yeah, man, it's gonna be a long Premier League season for United. A lot of good teams. And yeah, man, yeah. I will have a smile. Obviously, it's not even that. I'm also very tired. I'm not gonna lie. It's been a long week for me. I probably worked like 60 hours combined. And I've been on my feet all day for the whole week, so I'm a little tired. And I haven't gotten the best of sleep, but I figured I would do guys at least one video this week. So today was really my only free day to do it. So I did it. Yeah, man. It is what it is, man. Chelsea was the team that we all kicked last week. This week it's us. It is what it is, man. You can't really do anything. It's too early in the season for me to get like super, super angry. Just gotta affirm the loss, take it on the chin, and move on. It is what it is. Obviously, we are fans and we are allowed to be emotional and just react to it any way you want. But like I said, like Safi said, I texted, bro. I can't let football dictate my mood, bro. It's not healthy. it's really not healthy to let football dictate your mood, bro. This is my piece of advice. Just find something to like take your mind off of it. Yesterday for me, it was work. I had a busy day yesterday, so that took my focus off of it, and I didn't really think about United. I wasn't on Twitter all day. I wasn't on YouTube to listen to all the BS. None of that. I was literally just able to avoid it all. That's all you gotta do. You just gotta step away from the light and just go do shit that you actually enjoy. Whether that's reading a book, watching other YouTube channels, not non-football related. Go watch like I don't know what you guys watch, right? Go watch a TV show on Netflix. Go watch a movie. Go hang out with your girl. Go hang out with your parents. Go hang out with your boys. If your girl, go hang out with your girls, bro. Just go do something, right? Does basketball, NBA change your mood? Yeah, I mean, I'm excited for basketball season because my team is good. But they're gonna end up ruining my mood on certain nights too. That's the life of sports. You just gotta find a way. You just gotta find other stuff to take your mind off of it. Ignore your group chats, like I do. I ignored that American Waffle chat yesterday. Today, Will hit me with the Brahim Diaz brother and Ahmad, and my response to that was to everyone, "How was your Sunday?" Gotta do shit like that, man. Because you can't let the stupid sport. You can't let a sport that just has people kicking around dictate your mood. You really can't. So it's gonna be a long season. You gotta have 3 competitions. We still have Europa League football to play as well. Don't forget that. We have Premier League football. We have Carabao Cup. A lot of teams to play. A lot of games to play. It's gonna be a long season. You can't let match week 2 wear you out already, bro. Gotta do it. Usman, you might just have to give us sports. I'm gonna be real, bro. You might have to pick up a book club or something. Go game, bro. Go get a PS5. If you already have a PS5, go download some other game. Don't download FIFA though, or EFC, whatever the hell you want to call it these days. Go download something else. But just go find different activities, bro. I promise you. The Master Treble not happening. I'm not Jacob. I'm not gonna claim a preseason quadruple. But yeah, man, United are not worth your time. I promise you guys, United are not worth your time. That's my goal this season, to not get too emotional. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna be emotionally invested in after games and stuff like that. That's fine. It is what it is. But I'm not gonna let United dictate my mood because it's not healthy. And we got some real life shit going on, bro. We have an election coming up. Well, I don't know who my president's gonna be in a couple months. Other shit to worry about and stuff like that. Maybe United end up being good and we all happy. So that could also happen. And at that point, you gotta enjoy all the football content that you can, right? Whatever happens. But yeah, we did about 42 minutes. I was aiming for the 45-minute mark because I want to go eat now, my dinner. And also get some rest before tomorrow. So I appreciate all of you that stuck around, all 32 of you. I have missed you guys. It has been a week. And once this whole US Open shit ends, hopefully when I'm back, hopefully be able to go back to my consistent schedule of about at least a video every other day. And yeah, just gonna have a fun season. Hopefully United do end up being better so we can have more positive vibes because I don't want to do negative streams. I don't like being a negative person. I am much better when I'm a winner because I'm a terrible winner because I love being cocky. I love it. So hopefully we see more of that and not monotone, but you guys can tell I'm not in my happiest mood, but it's not just United related. But yeah, so I appreciate all you guys. I hope you liked, share, and you subscribe. And I'll catch you guys next time. I don't know when it's gonna be. I'm not gonna promise anything. Hopefully it's after the Liverpool game. If I can, at most, I'll probably do a pre-recorded match reaction late at night or something like that. So yeah, I don't know, but next time I see you guys, I appreciate all of you. I did see that we did end up hitting 1.1, so I appreciate you. Obviously, we're still 900 from 2K. It's gonna be a grind, but nothing I haven't done before. So yeah, I got the 1K, now the 2K. So appreciate you guys. Hope you have a good night. Hope you guys have a good week. Hope everything that you want this week happens. And yeah, I catch you guys next time. Peace.